Hey Freedom Family, I'm Mark, and I am so glad that you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. And I am so ready for today's conversation, because today we're going to talk about how you can have an amazing impact on the life of the people around you. So let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started, could you do me a favor? Could you subscribe and become part of the Freedom family? And could you hit that notification bell so you're part of every conversation that we have? The older I get, the more I think about, how can I have an impact? How can I have an impact on the lives of people that I'm around, the people that I care about, the people that I have the opportunity to influence? And come to find out, having an impact, it's kind of like throwing a rock in a pond. Have you ever seen that, where the ripples get larger and larger? Well, that's kind of how the impact and the influence of our life is supposed to happen. It's supposed to be like that rock that's thrown into a pond in the lives of other people. If we're created on purpose and we're in people's lives by design, not by accident, then what is that one thing that gives us the ability to have an impact in their lives? The truth of the matter is, if those bystanders in our life, the people that we kind of know but we don't really, they know of us but they don't know us, the thing that they'll remember about us is the things that we have, right? It's the possessions, it's the accomplishments that we did, the superficial resume that everybody seems to have in their life. But for the people that really know us, those people that you're in a relationship in, that you have a vulnerable and authentic and honest relationship with, what's the one thing that's going to change their lives? What's the impact that they're going to remember long after we're gone? The fact of the matter is, the people that are in our lives will remember us more for who we were than anything that we did. Once you get past the superficial highlights of every person's life, those things they've accomplished, those marquee moments, those trophies that are on the shelf, the thing that people remember is who you were in front of them. Who you were is what they'll remember when you were dealing with sadness and grief. Who you were is what they'll remember when you were dealing with victory and success. Who you were is what they'll remember when you were dealing with challenge, when you were dealing with loss, when you were dealing with success, when you were dealing with everything in your life. The fact of the matter is, who you are is the impact you'll have on people's life, much more than what you've done. At the end of the day, your character is the legacy that you leave behind. And it's the one treasure that you can leave to those you care about that can have a lifelong impact in their lives. We can leave money and possessions to our friends, but the money will disappear and the possessions will be thrown away. But who you were in times of trial and challenge, who you were in front of them when you were walking through your life, is something that will never be forgotten by those you care about and those you desire to have an impact and an influence on. So what's the rock? We've already told you the answer to that. What's the rock that creates a ripple of impact and influence on people's lives that will outlast our life? It's not just your possessions and the things that you've said to the people that you loved, or even how you love them, but really how you've lived. Because the truth of the matter is, my character, who I was and how I lived my life, is something that can be a model that others will follow. And as you're raising up children, you find out that it's a model they will follow, whether you desire them to or not. So the greatest, deepest, most profound impact that I can have, that impact of ripples that changes the worlds of the people that I care about, is the character that I have as I walk through my life. And you can do it at any age. You're never too young to start having an impact on people's lives. And you're never too old to start having an impact on their life either. Wherever you're at, whatever stage of life, whatever day, whatever time it is, today is a great day for you to build that legacy of impact. You have a legacy on the inside of you, a mantle of character that you're meant to pass on to those that you care about. My possessions will pass away. The money that I have, the accomplishments that I've accomplished will pass away someday, but the character that I can display in front of those who I care about is not just a gift I give them of remembering me, but a model of maybe what it looks like to be a person of character, with success, with failure, with grief, with joy, with love, with tragedy, with all that life has to offer. Your character is your legacy. Today's a great day to start living it out so the people around you can be blessed by you in ways that you couldn't have even imagined. If you want to know more about that, feel free to DM me, because we have a course called Life Mastery that gives you a step-by-step method of being able to understand and unpack who you're created to be and the life that you're created for, and overcome anything that's standing in the way. You're that kind of person. You're worth investing in, and you're worth investing in others. Your life has an impact and a legacy. Live it out so that others can receive it. Hey, my name is Mark, and I'm so glad you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. How can you reach out to me for that Life Mastery course? DM me at either Facebook or Instagram. We're out there having conversations in those areas as well. Do me a favor, hit a like button. Let me know something we're doing here is resonating with you. And do me a favor also, put a comment down below so that we can have a conversation that you want to have. And at the end of the day, if you do nothing else in building your legacy, do this one thing: dominate your day.